All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. So I wanted to introduce you guys to a bodybuilder by the name of Tim Belknap. Now, you guys seem to really appreciate when I do videos on bodybuilders that have been forgotten or just not really talked about or were underrated. And I think Tim is one of those guys. He had a really great physique during those 80s and early 90s period. And he was a guy who was only 5'4", so he was 200 pounds on stage. And the reason I say that is because I believe if he were competing today, he would make a perfect 212 competitor. If you look at his physique, he was pretty short and stocky, but he had a really thick and dense muscular physique, kind of like a Jose Raymond almost. He had like a Jose Raymond-esque physique, very vascular, very dense, very muscular, just very freaky looking physique. So this was a guy, like many of the guys that I do these videos on, he won the Mr. America competition. It seems like most of these guys that have won the Mr. America were very aesthetic bodybuilders, very good bodybuilders, and just seemed very underrated because a lot of these guys have won that show. So he won the 1981 Mr. America, which was an AAU competition at the time. He's also placed third at the NPC Nationals in 1982. He also won the AAU Mr. Midwest in 1981. He's also won the NABA Mr. Universe 2 times, and he's also won the NABA World Championships 2 times. So as an IFBB pro, he actually didn't do that well. So he competed in the IFBB Niagara Falls Pro Invitational in 1991, and he got 10th place at that show. In 1991, he also competed in the San Jose Pro, where he placed 7th. And then he competed in the IFBB Ironman in 1992, and he placed 14th. So overall, not a very big career in the IFBB, not a very good career in the IFBB, and not a very memorable career in the IFBB. So that's why I wanted to make a video about this, guys, because, you know, the IFBB is kind of the Hollywood for bodybuilders. Once you make it to the IFBB, that's where your name gets big. And if you don't place well there, for the most part, you're probably going to get forgotten. So I wanted to make a video about this guy because he was in the IFBB. He just didn't place very well. And the time that he came along, you know, a 200-pound bodybuilder wasn't a guy that was going to win shows. During those early 90s, man, it was that shift to mass monsters. They were starting to look at bigger guys. And the short, you know, 200-pound guys, those guys weren't cutting it anymore. So this guy, towards the end of his career in those early 90s, he was really kind of in that transition period where bodybuilding was starting to turn more towards the Dorian Yates-looking guys and the bigger mass monsters of the sport. And these 200-pound guys were just getting overlooked, whether it was good or bad. These smaller stature guys were just not getting the recognition on stage. So I kind of want to make a video about him because I think he had a really impressive, really grainy, really muscular physique, a very Jose Raymond-esque physique, like I said, very dense, very muscular, very vascular, and just pound for pound. For a 5'4" frame, man, he packed on a ton of muscle onto that size, or onto that frame. So I just think he would have been a great 212 guy had he competed today. And I wanted to just give him some recognition in this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you think Tim had a crazy physique. Nick Strength and Power, signing out.